I went to St. Andrews for high school down in Boca Raton, and one of my classmates was Anthony Weiss. And 20-something years ago, closer to 30 now, Anthony seemed a little different than some of the other classmates of mine, and it turns out, I didn't know then, as clearly as I do now, that he was afflicted with cystic fibrosis. And for those people that don't know what cystic fibrosis does, is it basically attacks the pancreas, the lungs, and the life expectancy of the sufferer of CF is around 37 or 38 years old. My wife and I got married in 1992, and one of our bridesmaids is also a CF sufferer. And she's now 40 and just had a double lung pancreas transplant and is coming home this weekend. And so cystic fibrosis is a very personal cause for us, but in addition to that, I was asked by a mutual friend to see if I couldn't start an annual, hopefully annual and forever, legacy out here in Wellington. And so we decided to create Wellington's Finest, which honors community leaders, business leaders, and just visible people in the community out here, and ask them to make a commitment to raise funds, and then we honor them at this event. And so for years to come, hopefully, we'll be able to proudly present Wellington's Finest to this community and continue to honor and congratulate folks out here in the Western communities who've done a great job raising money for other charities or for cystic fibrosis. But in the meantime, obviously, we're going to raise money to find a cure for this horrible affliction.
Opportunity to come tonight and allowing me to share my story as a cystic fibrosis patient. My whole life represents the hard-fought triumphs and tragedies of this relentless disease, and I am far from alone. For those who don't know, cystic fibrosis is a hereditary disease in which 1 in 31 Americans is a carrier of this defective gene. It is a disease with far-reaching complications throughout the whole body. Now I'd like to go back in time and share a little personal history. When I was born in 1965, doctors were trying to understand why my 2 brothers had chronic infections and were unable to gain weight as toddlers. After numerous tests, they finally diagnosed all 3 of us with cystic fibrosis. Doctors told my parents to take the 3 boys home, spend time with them, for they will not be with you for long. The average life expectancy was only 7 years old. In 1996, my oldest brother, Arthur, succumbed to the disease at the age of 36, leaving behind his wife and daughter. Today, my middle brother, Richard, weighs only 120 pounds and struggles daily with breathing and a host of other CF-related complications. I stand for both of them tonight.